This was the nominations for the People's Choice Awards. What do the people mean to you as an entertainer?
Well, as an entertainment is everything, right? I mean, you as an entertainer, you just when you perform, you want to perform for people, right? I mean, that's the point of performing. One thing is brings you joy to create and and create characters that make you feel things when you perform. That's great. But the point of it is that you're trying to entertain people, and you want to take people in different journeys. You want to take people in different, different rides. So that to me is what is so special about performing, on television or film. You get to take people on a ride. So I love that. I love that I get to make people laugh. To make people go through an adventure, and so that's pretty cool. And to be here at the People's Choice, it's also so empowering to be able to say, hey, we're literally in front of all the fans. You're talking about people, 125 million people that are engaged, trying to literally root for their own shows and their favorite actors and stuff. So it's empowering. It's beautiful to see that there is a dialogue between the fans and the artists today.
And how does it make you feel? Because, when you're an actor and you're in one of the best shows in the world, you have that proximity with your audience. It's almost like they know who you are and they feel very close to you and they must come up to you and, ask a lot from you. And how does it make you feel? Because you don't see these people when you're on set and when you're filming.
Well, it's very, it's very touching. It's very humbling to know that your work travels around the world, and it makes you feel. I shouldn't say the word validated, because validation should be only coming from you, but it just confirms. It confirms that you're doing something right, and I think that's what's really great. And how I react to it is also different. I had a word of advice from someone that was really special. Robin Williams. When I was 19, 18 years old, I had a chance to meet him, and I asked him, is there a word of advice that you can give a young buck like me? And he said, listen, when you meet your fans, they're going to have at least 2 or 3 minutes of your time for the rest of their life. What 2 or 3 minutes you want them to walk away with? And that really set an incredible tone for how I was encountering everyone that would say something nice or be excited or whatever. And I think that made it a great relationship between me and my fans.
And so your latest episode is quite controversial because it talks about a war veteran that is being deported. What do you think people should take from this episode, especially in relation to what's going on in the world now with the elections?
I think that it's a great opportunity to allow people to wear someone's shoes. It's a great opportunity to have people really know who we are bottling up in this conversation. Conversation has been very combative. The conversation has been very misguided. The word immigration is the biggest gift this country has ever had. An undocumented immigrant doesn't mean you're a criminal. It just means there's some technicality, something that happened, somehow made you undocumented. And but it doesn't hold you back from contributing to this country. It doesn't hold these people, all our people back from contributing to this country on a level that a lot of people can't even comprehend. Taking jobs people assume they don't exist. Fighting our wars. I'm talking about Marines or Army members or just people of the armed forces come to the United States, just fight a war on behalf of the United States. And now they're going to be deported for some technicality, for some decision that was not made by understanding individuals, by bottling up a bunch of people like they're cattle. That to me is wrong. There's many families that, parents that just overstay their visas and their kids are American, and all of a sudden now they're going to face deportation because for some technicality, when they're literally paying taxes, when they're literally taking jobs again, that people just think it's magic how they get done. So I think to me it's important, and I'm proud. I'm proud that NCIS and CBS is at least creating a conversation or just showing what it's like to be in the shoes of some of these individuals. And I think hopefully that would disarm the conversation so we can have a more comprehensive conversation about it later.
Do you think the episode will change people's minds about the situation?
I don't know if it will change people's minds, but at the very least we'll have them understand who, put a face to the conversation. And I think that's half the battle. If you can really put a face to this conversation, I think that you will create a point of view that hopefully, is an easier conversation later.
And do you have any other exciting projects you're working on that you can share with us today?
Yeah, sure. I just finished la third season of From Dusk Till Dawn. It's on Netflix now. With Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino, their series From Dusk Till Dawn. I joined for a couple of episodes my co-stars Ashton and Danny on the ranch. That was a lot of fun. I have a film called Charming. It's the untold story of Prince Charming. I'll be the first Latin prince, so that's kind of fun. With the producer of the Shrek franchise, which is exciting. And and I'm full time in on NCIS, and so it's been a pretty good year.
Very busy.
Yeah.
So, about the People's Choice Awards, it's all about entertainment, cinema, TV. What shows are you currently watching when you're just sitting at home? Do you have time to even do that?
Yeah, I try to catch up on stuff. I catch up on my Walking Dead, on my Game of Thrones. The Night Off. I really liked. I'm trying to catch up with as many movies as I can. But going to the movies is kind of a commitment. Sometimes when you're so tired at the end of the day. But I am catching up on my shows, and I think it's important. To see what people are making. It keeps you inspired.
And is there one of your favorite movies that's been nominated that you think is going to win?
I love Deadpool because I feel like it really redefined what action movies and superhero movies are going to be like tomorrow. I think eventually that tone is going to be what the fans are going to ask for next.
Cool. And last question, we are Celeb Secrets. So is there anything about you, like a fun fact or a hidden talent, maybe some behind the scenes memories you'd like to share with us?
Sure. A lot of people don't know that I know how to unicycle. And that's kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm that guy.
Did you go to circus school?
No, I didn't go to circus school, but what happened was as a kid, I was super impatient and I was very bored. So I would take on a lot of hobbies. And, being in a unicycle was the most unnecessary thing I could find. So I did it.